welcome to our brand new series, SCORE, the Best Kept Secret. My name's Elise Mitten, and I'm the Vice Chair of the Berks Chapter of the Berks Schuylkill SCORE. And with me today is our Chair, Dave Verrill, who is going to be telling us about SCORE and its history. So welcome, Dave. And
Thank you. Thank you, Elise.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you came to be a SCORE counselor.
I've been with SCORE about 5 years, and I wanted to get into that a little bit later. But I never heard of SCORE until someone came to me, and it is a best kept secret because it's difficult to get people to pass the word along.
Yes.
But as far as the history goes,
yes,
SCORE started out as in the DuPont, the early 1950s. DuPont retirees decided there must be a way to pass their knowledge and experience on to help people in the community start or grow a business. The idea caught on across the country, and a lot of the states caught on to the idea, and they decided that it was a great thing to help people start or grow a business. And in 1953, the Small Business Association, the SBA, was formed and supported this idea, but it wasn't until 1964 that SCORE was officially recognized as a small business, something that could be mentored and help small businesses start and grow. They started in with the number of, they had about 2,000 at the time, and it started out to be SCORE, stood for Senior Corps of Retired Executives.
Right.
And they changed that name along the way because a third of our people are no longer retired, or they're working either full-time or part-time, like yourself, Elise. And so now, in the last few years, they're really just calling it SCORE, Counselors to America's Small Business. But today, SCORE has grown from that start in 1964, when it was officially recognized by the SBA, to over 11,000 members, and there's over 300 chapters. And the Reading chapter, and it started out to be the Reading chapter because we just recently recognized that a third of our members are in Schuylkill County, and we changed the name to Berks Schuylkill. And so it's Berks Schuylkill SCORE now. But we were the 8th chapter of the 300 chapters to get started back then. And so we've grown continuously. We have 50 members now in the Reading Berks Schuylkill chapter of SCORE.
Isn't that great? 50 members, and celebrated our 50th anniversary.
We celebrated last year, we celebrated a 50th year. And so it was great.
We must be doing something right, that's for sure.
The SCORE does surveys periodically, and in the last 3 years, they recognize that our chapter has been responsible for 125 new businesses and over 870 jobs resulting from those businesses.
Yes.
And during that time, that 3-year period, we've had about 1,500 mentoring sessions over that 3 years.
Wow.
And that amounts to about 40 mentoring sessions per month of face-to-face and online mentoring. So it's a great effort. We also have, during that period, we've had over 200 workshops, and there were about 2,600 attendees in those workshops. We're a very active chapter of SCORE, and we've seen the results in the community.
Absolutely. Are there any, as far as counseling, is there anything that's stood out for you personally? I know we can't. We have the Code of Ethics where we hold true to our confidential counseling, but on a general basis, is there anything that kind of stands out
on a general basis? It's so rewarding to sit and help people get started with a a business or to grow a business. During our 50th anniversary last fall, we did recognize 13 small businesses
Yes, we did.
that were helped specifically by SCORE during their counseling. But I've mentored over 300 small businesses or entrepreneurs that have come in during that period of time. And I can't say specifically, but it's just so rewarding to be able to help people. And we have a wealth of knowledge of, like yourself, in social media, or we have other expertise. We cover the whole gamut of expertise and can help people along and get started with their business. But one thing that we bring to the table is the personal experiences.
Right.
All of our mentors have some kind of a personal experience that they've gathered along the way. And that doesn't mean to say they're a bunch of old people like me, but there's a good range of ages, but there's specific categories that can really help along somebody that wants to get started.
You say something to the effect of, we have people that come to us and they will tell us their business secret before they will even tell anybody else. And I think they put their trust and faith in us.
They do, and they come in and they walk into the room the first time they've met one of our mentors, and it's unbelievable how they will tell their life story to somebody. And the beauty of the thing is that we at SCORE, we are dedicated to listening, being good listeners.
Yes.
And they don't necessarily have that, and they get intimidated by the thought of going to SCORE, and that's one of the reasons why it's the best kept secret, because they think that these people, they're so high up there, I'm afraid to even go in there. But it's anybody that wants to start or grow a business, it's a frightful task to go ahead and jump into that. But once they get in and they realize that, hey, these mentors are human beings, and they're just like, they've grown up and they've gained experience through life just like me, and we can relate to them, and now they are dedicated listeners.
Right.
And because they may not have had that impartial listening aspect of something that they want to do, an idea, somebody that can encourage their dream, somebody that can help them along and be part of their team, a professional that can really go forward with them until they feel like they can carry on themselves. But we encourage people to come back as often as possible.
I was going to say,
because that's the
how
key.
often can I come?
You can come as often as you can, and it's
Yes.
it's funny. And back in the best kept secret, people will come in and they'll say, "Now, what will the next hour cost me?" Or "Is this it?" Or but they don't understand quite that this is a free, confidential. Come back as often as you want. It's a somebody that will be gathered with them going forward, hand in hand, and help them be successful. And that's the reward that somebody who's a volunteer gets.
Right.
Somebody that says, "Thank you. We really appreciate everything you've done, and that and then I can do from here and go forward."
Right. Well, one of the things that I know we can do is, if you have someone who comes in and the counselors that are there don't feel comfortable, qualified with whatever that person is asking for, they're able to be referred to another counselor, and it continues to be that confidential.
We have backgrounds of almost every conceivable experience. We have bankers, we have attorneys, we have people with QuickBooks experts, we have accountants, we have people that come out of the small business association type of environment, or
We
they've
even
been
have
in larger
international,
businesses.
don't we?
Pardon?
We have people who know information about
We have-
international business.
And we have a wealth of information on the SCORE.org website,
Right.
or SBA.org website, or .gov, I guess it is.
Right.
And so there's a lot of assistance, a lot of help, and we have a lot of manuals that we can give to them and help them through small business plans. We have 500 sample business plans, and we can give them a specific sample of something that they intend to do, like a bakery or whatever it might be that they want to start as a go-by. And there's also templates for small businesses
For their own business
for
plans.
their own
Yeah.
business plans
Right.
that they can start. So yeah, that's a wealth of knowledge and everything there, and
That's why we should not be a best kept secret.
no, it should not be. And sometimes the client coming in and just talking about that, they sometimes are their biggest help themselves, because now they've been able to talk about it
Talk
with
it
somebody that can listen and be independent to their whole dream that they want to move forward with.
Well, we need to wrap this up. So I thank you very much, Dave. We could go on and on, I'm sure.
I'm sure we could.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And this is the first in the series of SCORE, the Best Kept Secret.
Thank you.
And tune in for more of our series. Check back next week for more stories from SCORE, the Best Kept Secret, here on the People Chronicles. Like us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube. If you would like to access our services or volunteer with SCORE, visit our website, berksschuylkillscore.com.